going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of
FORNEVERNEWS,
the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
made my mistakes, but it's time to grow up. I've been living for the wrong things, it's time to show up.
And before we continue, in case you don't know, I got an album out right now called The Rise of Tim Roosevelt. It's out on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everywhere you get your music, including YouTube. You can listen to it, you can stream it. Yeah, please support. I appreciate everybody that has already supported because it's been a pretty awesome success. And yeah, The Rise of Tim Roosevelt out now. And first story on the agenda. Big news, unfortunate news at that, or shall I say maybe even bad news regarding Naruto's OG episodes, the brand new Naruto episodes that were incoming, because in case you don't know, starting September 3rd, there was supposed to be every week for 4 weeks a brand new episode of the OG Naruto, back when Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura was still Genin, you know, before Shippuden and all of that jazz. There was supposed to be some brand new episodes, and a lot of people, including myself, were beyond ecstatic for this, because it's like, yo, dog, that's OG Naruto. Let's freaking go. It's been forever, and considering the Boruto anime been off air for a while now, it's like some new Naruto animation wouldn't be that bad. However, I come bearing unfortunate news regarding OG Naruto episodes, the new ones, and that's that they've been delayed. Yes, unfortunately, according to reports, it says here, Naruto's 20th anniversary new anime, which was initially scheduled for broadcast on September 3rd, has been postponed due to, quote-unquote, further improvement in the quality of the project. New broadcast schedule will be announced on the official website when decided, and I believe they said it's been indefinitely postponed, so they have no, as of this time, idea of when they're going to actually announce that it is returning, or that, you know, it's going to happen, a release date. And I'll say, while yes, it is a little bit disappointing, like especially that they just announced this, you know, days before it's supposed to happen, not even, I don't think, a week before the episodes were supposed to start happening. Ultimately, I'd say it's still for the betterment of it, and it's still a good thing, because if they're taking their time to make sure that this thing is polished, to make sure that this thing looks the way it's supposed to look, considering this is a big celebration, right? Naruto anniversary, fans have been waiting for something like this for a long time. There's no Boruto anime. That means that this is something that they're actually caring about, and they're going to make sure it looks good, because what we don't want is them to, you know, rush it out and it looks bad, or it's unimpressive and it's like, whatever, this was what the hype was all about. If they come bearing their A game with top tier art, animation, all of that jazz, the bells and whistles, fans are going to be like, hey, okay, you know, why not? Because at the end of the day, this is something, not just a run-of-the-mill, like, you know, squeeze some filler episodes in between the canon. This is a special thing that we haven't had brand new OG Naruto episodes in forever. So the fact that they're doing this, it's pretty freaking hype. We got a little bit of insight despite the big delays on what the story is going to be about, because a lot of us, including myself, were curious, like, so is this just going to be like a remake of certain key points of the story? Like, what the heck is this going to be? Well, according to reports, it says here, new information revealed in Weekly Shonen Jump about the now postponed Naruto 20th anniversary anime project. Team 7 takes on a new mission. In Kakashi's absence, Team 7 embarks on a mission. Surprisingly, Naruto is the temporary team captain. So let's look at this clearly. Even though on the image, because there's a poster image that has Kakashi on it, it seems as though Kakashi is not going to be involved, unless this is one of those things, because again, you got to remember, this is OG Naruto, where all the senseis are trying to teach the kids a lesson. He probably put, you know, okay, let me put Naruto, the one that's the least capable of being the leader of this whole situation, in charge, and maybe Kakashi's going to be in the background. Think of, what was it, Kakashi's mask, when he got unmasked, shall I say, there was like a whole episode of him like being in disguise. Maybe Kakashi's going to be lurking, watching them as they progress through a mission, and seeing like, okay, how do they manage with Naruto being the team leader, especially considering, you know, Naruto's whole goal at some given point is, I want to be the Hokage, I want to be the leader of the village. So giving him this opportunity as well would be a great training tool, because again, one more time, this is OG Naruto, this isn't Shippuden, this isn't Boruto, this is when they were little kids and they were still getting a lot of different life lessons. So yeah, it sounds interesting, and I'm imagining imagining what happened and why we got this information now, this was probably already supposed to, actually happen, and it must be a last minute thing when they were like, yo, dog, it's just not ready. Like, we could lie and, rush this thing out, but it's just not ready. And they were like, all right, bet, we can't change the print. It's already been sent out. But ultimately, yeah, it seems as though despite everything, the Naruto project animation thingy-majig starting September 3rd is not happening until who knows when. I have a little bit of a theory that I want to throw in here, my own personal thing of, it is interesting that this is getting delayed, and initially I thought it would have been great considering the fact that Storm Connections, a lot of us assumed, would have come out in October. It sounded like that'd be a good release date to drop Storm Connections. Usually a lot of the Storm games have come out notoriously around October-ish time. The fact that Storm Connections ain't coming out till, I think they said November 17th, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in November. Maybe this is going to be delayed like a month or two, and then it'll lead into the Storm Connections, which again, Storm Connections not only does it have new content, but it's also going to play from Storms 1 through 4, and then additional Boruto related stuff. So that could also be the case. Maybe they're going to delay it a month or two in order to kind of line it up better with Storm Connections, cross promo, all of those things. That's a possibility. But if it doesn't come out by, that time period, then yeah, theory not that great. But either way, that's the news that we have, that the Naruto 20th anniversary anime is delayed till who knows when, and it's going to be about, in Kakashi's absence, Team 7 going on a mission, with Naruto being the temporary team captain. I'm still excited for it whenever it does show up, and in fact, I'm probably more excited now because not only there's going to be the, factor of waiting, but the factor of, okay, they made us wait for a reason. This better have some good art and animation, and it better be a banger. Also, in other Naruto-related news, apparently it's been floating around that a Naruto live-action movie is in development by Lionsgate, which, just to throw in something, Lionsgate has had the rights to the Naruto franchise to do a live-action film for about like 8 years now. I want to say it was 8 or 9 years that they announced that they had the rights to do something with it. They ain't done nothing. It could very well be that, hey, they're putting it out in the press again, like, yo, we're developing something because of the high talks and all of that regarding the One Piece live action, and, the positivity that they probably thought by the time they released this info, and in general now that, yo, One Piece is getting some love. So Lionsgate was probably like, yo, let them know that we still got that Naruto thing in development now that that One Piece thing is getting love. But Lionsgate has had the rights to the Naruto, franchise to make a movie for a long time. It also could be that maybe the rights that they license are, close to expiring, because that's also a thing where, like, yo, your rights are going to expire if you don't use them, and maybe that could be the reason why it's like, okay, let's get something happening before we lose the rights, and we wasted millions and millions of dollars licensing this thing and never did nothing with it. But it says here, Tasha Huo, who wrote The Witcher on Netflix, has completed a new script draft. Who's excited? Okay, if this Tasha Huo wrote The Witcher, and I'm assuming it's for the first or all of The Witcher in general, because the first season of The Witcher is best. Don't lie. Don't sit here and try and play with me right now. You can't change my mind. Season 1 of The Witcher was the best, okay? And if this Tasha Huo was the one that wrote it, my God, this could be a great, great, great film for Naruto, assuming this Tasha Huo is also a Naruto fan and understands the story and understands the characters very well, because that is integral to making things happen. Also, if it does get fully into development, the same way it worked out for the One Piece live action, seemingly working out with having Eiichiro Oda on board, call in Kishimoto immediately, okay? Have Kishimoto there. Make sure he's heavily involved. Make sure he's approving things before you go any further. You got a script? Good. You got it from The Witcher writer? Great. The Witcher is fantastic. I love The Witcher. Season 1. Season 2, I didn't even finish, I'll be honest. I don't know. Now Henry Cavill's leaving, I think, after Season 3, and they're replacing him. Season 1 was great. Yeah, this is pretty big. And again, I want to say that they're doing this on the backs of the fact that One Piece live action is getting a lot of positivity and a lot of people are hopeful for it. We'll see how things go, because just because we, are seemingly striking some luck with the One Piece one doesn't mean that the other live actions are going to come in pouring with the same level of passion and the same people behind them that made One Piece actually a thing right now. So we'll see. But I guess it's good news that we got somebody that is a, quality writer on board, and Lionsgate again announcing like, yo, it's been 8 years, but we still got it. We're gonna do something at some point. I promise you. I don't know. Do something, do something. Even if it's bad, just do something so we can move on. Just don't do Dragon Ball Evolution levels, please. My God, please. This will be like, One Piece will be a few steps forward, and if this thing is bad, it'll be many steps back, because in the West, Naruto, it's like Dragon Ball and Naruto are the ones that reign supreme, no matter what you want to say. I love One Piece to death, but let's keep it real. Mainstream wise, it's Dragon Ball and Naruto, okay? And I say, I know it's Naruto, okay? Naruto, I get it. Naruto. And also, apparently, this is some official summer 2023 artwork. I think it's from Studio Piro, but this is official artwork for Naruto and the Naruto characters, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit is amazing. You have in the back Kiba with Akamaru, you have Shino, you got Sakura, and notice behind Sakura she drew in the sand Naruto and Sasuke. That was really dope, nice touch. You got Hinata back there, you got Rock Lee, it looks like, I don't know, he's training with a watermelon. You got Neji, God bless Neji, you got Neji in there, you got Tenten like, hey, I got Madara's fan. You got Ino, you got Choji and some watermelon back there, and you got Shikamaru back there as well. I ain't gonna lie, this art is great. The sunset looks awesome. The little Naruto and Sasuke, drawing in the sand, not actually having them there, but they're still there in a way. Great. I'm really impressed. This looks really awesome. I don't know why they did this, but why not? Yeah, I think that's all the Naruto news that we have for this one. Shoutouts to Naruto. Moving forward, in case you don't know, the One Piece live action, as you're watching this, is out now on Netflix, all 8 episodes, and we got a bunch of different pieces of news regarding that, so let's jump into it. For starters, we had one more note from Eiichiro Oda regarding the live action. It said, believe it or not, that world actually exists. It's ready. The live action One Piece, since it's on Netflix, you can watch it in your household or on your smartphone, but it might as well be a movie, so you should watch it on as big a screen as possible with the volume cranked up and enjoy it as many times as you like. See, you can start to hear it, the fearsome roar of the pirates. Do you have your swords, food already? Whatever you do, spare your lives. Off you go onto the great pirate era. So just Oda kind of, getting the hype going a little bit more, but then there's a little bit more as well, because apparently as of the debut of this thing, Netflix's One Piece debut to impressive Rotten Tomatoes score. It's time to set sail. It's been ages since One Piece came to light, and now the Straw Hat crew is embracing its new era. Netflix has finally released its live-action adaptation of One Piece, and the ambitious TV series tackles the anime's East Blue saga. Just before the show went live, a slew of reviews for One Piece went live, and the critics have pushed the show's Rotten Tomatoes scores higher and higher. Currently, One Piece is sitting at a solid 82% score with critics, while the audience score puts the show at 95%. Fans are pouring in reviews as they take in Netflix's One Piece, and as for the critics, there are just over 20 reviews included at this point. The majority label the series fresh, and of course comicbook.com was one of them. Just like superhero films before them, live-action anime has had a rough go in Hollywood, but every streak must end. Netflix's One Piece marks a definitive turn in that sour reputation. The adaptation is worthy of telling the Pirate King's tale. From Slash Film to The Wrap and The Hollywood Reporter, Netflix's One Piece has done right by critics. Now fans are eating up the ambitious adaptation after years of waiting. Created by a team of fans, Netflix's One Piece is a clear love letter to the original manga, and it was overseen by series creator Eiichiro Oda since day one. Now the cast and crew are reaping the rewards of their work, so let's give a cheer to this game-changing anime adaptation. And I'll be honest with you, as of the recording of this, I have not seen it yet. I do plan to eventually get to it. I've got a little bit of a couple other side things doing. You already know Tim Roosevelt in the building, but yeah, I have not been able to check it out yet, but I eventually will. And on my other channel you will see, or on my twitch.com/Tim Roosevelt streaming, I'll either watch it live or I'll talk about it or something. You guys will get my thoughts on it at some given point when I get to it, but I can't say right now if it's yay or nay. However, I've seen a lot of positive reviews for it, and again, I say with no bias that if it is indeed good Oda deserves it. The streak of everybody saying all anime to live action adaptations are garbage ending, that's a good thing, so shout outs to that. Again, I just haven't gotten to it, and yeah, when I do, I'll let you guys know what I think, but people are talking and saying that it's dope, so maybe it is. Try it out for yourself. Don't be swayed one way or another until you actually witness it yourself, because it is out Now, One Piece live action Netflix. Moving forward, cool news on the Bleach side of things. Apparently, Bleach Gokui Mei Hen one shot will receive a special color edition release on September 4th, 2023. The original work was published in Weekly Shonen Jump issues number 36/37 in 2021. In case you don't know, that was those one shot, or it was a one shot, very long one shot that was released a couple years back. It was a sequel to the ending of Bleach called No Breaths from Hell, I think, or yeah, I believe it was something along the lines of No Breaths from Hell. It was really, really dope. And apparently they're doing an official color release of that thing, which I ain't gonna lie, that's awesome. And hey, great, because I ain't gonna lie, lately I've been really enjoying having colored comics. Like I've been, reading more of like DC and Marvel stuff and all sorts of really cool things. But a part 2 for it would have been even better. You know what I'm saying? Kubo, I know you're busy with the, the anime of the 1,000-Year Blood War and all of that stuff, but I'm just saying, if you want to bless us with the, continuation of No Breaths from Hell, we're not mad at it. This coloring is great. That's awesome. Color edition. Hells yeah. But we'd even more so appreciate getting, part 2. Yeah. Ended with a cliffhanger, Although I'm having no doubts that, especially the success of the 1,000-Year Blood War anime and people really raving and being excited about it, that this No Breaths from Hell thingy-majig will eventually be adapted into probably a movie, I'm going to assume. There will probably be a big movie for it, and maybe even a Bleach game for consoles at that point. I don't know. I'm throwing that part in there of like hopeful and wishful thinking, but I'm pretty sure that they're lining this thing up to be like one big movie, and that'd be kind of cool. But either way, yes, the Bleach No Breaths from Hell manga one-shot is being released or re-released as a colored edition September 4th. Moving forward, an announcement that I hope is not just going to make fans excited, only to let them down, because anytime there's a Berserk announcement about announcements, usually it's like everyone, including myself, is like, yo, you know what we want? Hey, y'all know what we want. Come on, y'all know what we want from Berserk. Stop playing. Anime when? New anime with the rightful, deserving quality of art and animation. When's that happening? You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, Berserk by Kentaro Miura, Studio Gaga, Koji Mori will have an announcement alongside the release of Volume 42 out September 20. And I want to just straight up temper our expectations and say expect very little to nothing, and hope that we get something. Let me not say expect little to nothing. Hope for the best, but accept whatever it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we've gotten very much so stirred up for like, oh man, it's going to be the anime is finally happening, all this and that. They're going to redo all that 2016 nonsense, and yeah, they'll be like, yo, coloring book incoming, or yo, those movies that they released in Japan, they're bringing them to the West, or something like that. Which the movies is just like they added extended scenes to the Golden Age movies that they released many years ago. So yeah, again, don't expect a whole lot, but you never know. Maybe they'll surprise us and be like, yo, anime adaptation from the beginning, Fateful by Studio Mappa, and we're all gonna go, oh my god! Or again, it could be, I don't know, a pen set, a pen collection, or hairpins or some shit like that. You never know when it comes to Berserk. Either way, big announcement incoming September 29th alongside the release of Volume 42. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's something that we actually want and not pens and, I don't know, bottled water with guts, although that'd be kind of cool to get like guts on your bottle of water, Griffith or Costco, but yeah. Moving forward, Dragon Ball Volume 37 by Shuichi Aso, The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. This is part of the Dragon Ball Super Gallery project to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the series. Every month, different mangaka will redesign one of the 42 covers of the series until November 2024, and this one is a really, really dope one. Let me look at it closely with the inspiration on the side. Yeah, the inspiration on the side was dope, and I ain't gonna lie, this one is really good. Way, way better than the Kingdom one. I don't know if it was probably a few episodes ago where we looked at the Kingdom one. The Kingdom one was horrendous, I'll be honest with you. This one, this author put their, or this artist, this creator put his foot into it because it looks great. Trunks looks awesome. The Supreme Kai looks great. Goten looks okay. Little off for Goten. Like the eyes in particular kind of seem very, I don't know, simple. I don't know what it is, but either way, I rock with it heavy. I really like this one. The shoe on the head, all of it is just like, good job right here. I rocks with it. And then also, while we're talking about the gallery project of Dragon Ball, the next up will be Katsura Hoshino, the mangaka of D. Gray Man, who will be the next to participate in the Dragon Ball Super Gallery project in next month's Haikyuu Jump, issue number 11, 2023. So the next homage to Dragon Ball, redrawing one of the covers of the volumes and whatnot, will be the author of D. Katsura Hoshino, and the author of D. Gray Man, one amazing artist with all sorts of talent. So as long as this author gives it their all, this is gonna be fire, and I'm excited about it. But shout outs to the Gray Man, shout outs to Katsura Hoshino, and yeah, this Dragon Ball Super Gallery project continues, and we still got like another year and change until it's over. But yeah. Next up, Undead Unluck will be releasing a second light novel titled Romantic Hitaisha no Kyujitsu in October 4th, 2023, which that's interesting because there was also an announcement that Mashle will be releasing a third light novel titled Mash Burn Dead Togangang Ikoze in October 4th, 2023. This new novel will be releasing alongside its upcoming fan book and the final volume of the series. I'm going to throw a shot in the dark that maybe Jump has some sort of agreement with a few of these, creatives that, we need X amount of light novels, because for Mosh and Undead Unluck to be dropping light novels on the same day, that's, I guess I'll say interesting, but also like there's probably something contractually why they happen to come out on the same day. Like a light novel doesn't just happen overnight, you know what I'm saying? But shout outs to both of them, and again, rest in peace to Mashle Magic and Muscles. It's over. Thankfully, I don't think it was canceled. It was more along the lines of probably, well, I don't want to say it wasn't canceled, but it was probably more so on the author's own terms that it ended, opposed to just straight up, get out of the magazine. But yeah, the anime didn't do so well, and manga sales started to dip, so yeah. Moving forward, Sakamoto Days has apparently reached 3.5 million copies in circulation with 13 volumes, and those are decent sales, I'm not gonna lie. Decent sales. Again, I just gotta stress though that in comparison to all of his other, predecessors in Jump, or even the recently removed from Jump Black Clover, it's definitely an eye-opener of like, outside of like, the Jujutsu Kaisen era and whatnot, everything since then, like from the Mashle Magic and Muscles and Undead Unluck era and on, this is the biggest seller. Like, you take away Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, and My Hero, and Sakamoto Days is the biggest seller in the magazine. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this bad boy, though. Sakamoto Days. Yeah, the leader of Shonen Jump. Don't get me wrong. Sakamoto Days is very good. From what I've read, it was enjoyable. It was a breakaway from the norm. But it just makes me question, like, Shonen Jump is the most popular magazine of manga in the world. Like, Shonen Jump is #1. So if they're #1 and one of their newbies, or one of the leaders of the new school, so to speak, Sakamoto Days, is doing these numbers, opposed to we had eras like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, all the way in the hundreds of millions. Well, granted, those were anomalies. These sales is like, they're great, but in comparison to the previous gen, it looks like the big bang that the manga industry had from like the COVID era and stuff like that has definitely come to an end. All of those manga fans that hopped on board because like, I'm bored as hell in the house, everyone's talking about manga, I'm gonna buy manga, I'm gonna read manga, that's done. Like, this is a strong testament to that whole wave of, those crazy sales doing all of this. It was disgusting amounts of sales that these manga were doing. Kaiju #8 debuted in that era, and I remember it would be like 500, 600, 700,000 first week sales. It was astronomical. That's done. That's done. And we got Sakamoto Days. Thankfully, I think Jump ain't really shaking in their boots too much, because while the main print magazine is doing like for the new school stuff like this, in Jump Plus, there are things like Kaiju #8 and, Spy Family and Chainsaw Man that are doing the crazy numbers. So it might be like they're okay with taking the dip, because it might be that Jump is looking at it like this, right? It might be that Jump Plus is where they're going to sell manga, where they're going to primarily make the stories that the people that buy manga are going to go out and buy manga, while the official, print magazine, while the series that they put in there aren't going to necessarily sell volumes of the comics, the manga. Ultimately, they're going to be able to get licensed into big anime, and they're going to get crazy licensing fees for those anime. They're going to get crazy merchandise deals. They're going to get all sorts of stuff like that. So they're probably divvying it up in that manner that, you know, the edgy stuff, the Chainsaw Mans, all of those things that, well, Spy Family ain't necessarily edgy, but it was a gamble in and of itself of being like, you know, this family-friendly thing that, you know, either way, it seems as though, and Kaiju number 8, the action stuff that sells, they're going to start slowly transitioning over to Jump Plus, and the remnants of, you know, the era of battle series is, you know, we got One Piece, we got Jujutsu Kaisen, and we got My Hero. Then everything else after that is just like some different type of stuff. But yeah, Jump is going down a way different direction than I ever would have guessed, considering like just a few years back we was having like banger after banger with massive major sales. But it might be that, you know, same thing happened back in the 90s with comic books, where over here it would be like 1 million print first week for a Spider-Man issue, and then a few years after all the hype ended, you know, a lot of people were left with millions of copies of comics in their comic book stores because the rush of comics is over. The rush of manga sales might be headed that way as well. Nonetheless, I feel like I shitted all over Sakamoto Days, which was not my intention. Shout out to Sakamoto Days, because 3.5 million is still insane sales. Kudos to Sakamoto. Moving forward, Gintama is teasing a new project underway to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the series. More information will be revealed next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 41. I wonder what project. Could it be a movie? Could it be a one-shot? Well, no, one-shot wouldn't be announced as a project. Maybe they're going to... I'm not going to expect much either. Let me not even jump out and say movie, because movie seems like a very tall order. Who knows? Maybe it could be something anime-related, though, like anime TV series-wise. I don't know, but definitely interesting. Oh, it could be something to do with that. The spin-off of Gintoki with the glasses, Sensei Gintoki. Could be something to do with that. I'm not sure, but yeah, look out for something Gintama related. I'm always welcoming it. Moving forward, Haikyuu Fest 2023 will be revealing its latest information next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 41. The event is scheduled to be held September 24th, 2023, and this is the event that is going to announce the, you know, specifics and details on the upcoming Haikyuu films that is going to adapt the finale of Haikyuu, that a lot of people are very upset, like, yo, how you go from giving us these adaptations of the TV anime to this? So I'm expecting a lot of people being like, yeah, that's cool, just give us a damn movie so we could end this. We don't even care, whatever, because Haikyuu fans got done dirty in the end. While Kuroko no Basket got a faithful adaptation through, Haikyuu is like, it feels as though it, I think, is due to COVID, because right when Haikyuu was coming to its end, when COVID happened and there was delays on production, and maybe the wave of Haikyuu kind of wrapped itself up, and because production couldn't continue, maybe it started off as, maybe they were going to do a season of Haikyuu, you know, another season or two, and once the manga ended and the hype died down, they were like, financially it doesn't make much sense, let's just wrap this bad boy up into a couple of movies. So that very well could be the case. Quick update for My Hero Academia fans. Apparently My Hero Academia will be on break next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 41. The series will resume in issue number 42 as scheduled. So My Hero fans, I mean, I would say clap it up and be excited that Horikoshi gets a break, because as we always say, it's already very redundant, repetitive, and all that jazz that Horikoshi's falling apart and he needs a break. And well, here's another little break. I think a lengthy break would be the most suited, but considering the manga feels like it's finally moving pacing wise again towards getting things done, maybe Horikoshi will be able to outlast, you know, what he's going through and wrap this thing up, because it looks like we're headed towards the final last few battles of the manga, and that's good. But still, it's like, dog, this is ridiculous. And moving forward, I don't think any mangaka should have to go through this. If you're falling apart, I don't care if you're in the final stretch or whatever, take 3 to 4 months off, come back for refresh or something, because this is ridiculous at this point. But yeah. Moving forward, big news for fans of this manga. Shonen Jump is ending another one. Shonen Jump is canceling another one. Now, granted, this isn't one that I was really all that hype or enthusiastic for. I never really got into it. But Fabricant 100 by Daisuke Enoshima has ended this week with chapter 36 in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 40, and that's crazy that they let this thing, which it's good. I'm not gonna, because we always complain that they cut things off very short. They let this thing go for 36 weeks, which is a lot longer than a lot of other ones that get canceled. There's manga that get canceled in 10 chapters, 15, 16 chapters, 20 chapters. They let this bad boy go all the way up to 36. I think it would have been cool to have let it gone for the full year, but then that also probably would have raised expectations of like, it made it past the first year, it's gonna get an anime, and they probably saw the writings on the wall. Maybe people aren't that hype about it and decided to cut the cord while they still had the opportunity before fans got too attached. But yeah, Fabric and 100, which is a newbie in Shonen Jump, or kind of newbie-ish, gets axed this week with issue number 40 for chapter 36. Is kind of wild. Jump, I don't know. I don't want to throw a lot of hate on Jump because I feel like they gave this one a lot more room to breathe than most. I'm still looking at Horikoshi, creator of My Hero Academia's first work that got, or one of his first works, Sensei no Boge, aka Barrage, that they canceled that after 16 chapters, homie. You know what I'm saying? You got to 36, so they gave it a fairish shake, I would say. So yeah, and I'd imagine that cancellation alongside with Black Clover moving from Shonen Jump to Jump Giga is what led to Weekly Shonen Jump will be launching a total of 3 new series in issues number 41, 42, and 43, which I'm imagining, okay, if they just canceled Fabricate 100, Black Clover left, I'm imagining there's a possibility they might actually cancel one more series, and I'm wondering what that could be. I'm going to assume there's a possibility that it will be Icehead Gill. I think that might be on the chopping block next. I'm gonna be honest. I think Icehead Gill is something that, while it was cool in concept, the art looked cool in the beginning, I personally, after like chapter 6 or 7, dropped it because it just kind of felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I could see that being up. On top of that, I think in the latest Shonen Jump rankings, it was like at the bottom, it was last, so it might be a case of, yeah, that's next on the chopping block. They're gonna get that up out of here. So yeah, 3 new series incoming in 41, 42, 43. I hope they bring something dope. I mean, Black Clover's gone. There's just so much that is gone from Shonen Jump, from the Chainsaw Man, Black Clover, Demon Slayer. Throughout the years, we lost some of the heaviest of hitters. They need a hit. If I'm being all honest, they need a hit. They need something that is going to be revolutionary, something that is going to break the mold, something that is going to be, in and of itself, a creative piece that is from the heart of an artist that is trying to make something that is fresh and not using the typical Shonen Jump generic formula. And probably, I'm going to say, maybe in the line of battle manga, if Shonen Jump is still in the business of putting battle manga in the main magazine. But yeah, they need a hit. One of these manga need to be a hit, and it need to come ASAP. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Shonen Jump bringing in 3 new manga with the canceling of Fabric and 100, and Black Clover leaving the magazine to go to Jump Giga. Moving forward, I don't know why I found this fascinating, mainly because the comic art looks like Johnny Depp, but anime adaptation is upcoming for the popular IT business thriller Trillion Game by, this is why I wanted to talk about it, by Dr. Stone writer Inagaki Richiro and Ikegami Ryoichi, Sanctuary and Crying Freeman. Judging from a recent web domain, 2 very different men team up to build up a successful IT company, and the main character on the book looks like Johnny Depp. And considering it's the writer of Dr. Stone, I like Dr. Stone. I thought it was pretty dope. It wasn't my favorite per se, but I thought it was awesome. So yeah, let's see what the heck this is all about. Also, an IT business. Like, I don't think I've ever read a manga like that. So shout outs to Richiro Inagaki, giving it a shot again with another manga. And what publication is this? Does it say the publication? I don't think it says the public presented. Yeah, I don't see the publication on here, but I gotta assume that this isn't with Shueisha, and it is telling that a lot of these artists, they get into Shueisha, they get into Jump. Once their big, smash hit is done, they be out of Jump and they be out of Shueisha. They go to, Kodansha, they go to Shogakukan. Little telling. Moving forward, we got some updates on the upcoming stages for Jump Festa. Last week we spoke about that there was going to be some news for the upcoming, Jump Festa. In case you don't know what Jump Festa is, usually around December of every year, we get a big festival that lately they've actually been live streaming it over here in the West that we could watch, where they announce all sorts of different stuff, the upcoming films for anime, the upcoming trailers for anime adaptations of manga. Many different things happen. Some mangaka take the stage to announce big things for their series, and this is the announcement so far of the stages that we have. Now, Jump Festa 2024 stages reveal. Red super stages will be One Piece, My Hero Academia. I'm imagining just people applauding when I say One Piece. Yay! My Hero Academia. Yay! Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah! And Haikyuu. Cricket. Those movies really blew up the fandom down bad, huh? And then we got Spy Family, Kaiju number 8, and Chainsaw Man, and Prince of Tennis, Blue Exorcist, Rurouni Kenshin. Now let's throw some speculation on here. One Piece, it'll probably be more coverage of the live action. Maybe they'll have some of the people from the live action on stage or whatnot. I'm imagining it's going to be mostly about pushing forward, the live action. My Hero Academia, probably more updates on the upcoming season as well as the upcoming film that they announced, My Hero Academia, the movie. That's going to be exciting. Jujutsu Kaisen will probably just be a wrap-up of the Shibuya incident, maybe highlights and having the actors talk about their favorite moments, maybe some like manga animations for the upcoming stuff that we won't see for a year or two until they adapt it. So not expecting too much from Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a possibility they could announce a movie. I doubt it. But yeah, there's that. Haikyuu, it'll more than likely be mainly talking about those last films to adapt the series. Good stuff there. Well, no, not good stuff. The fans are mad. Bad stuff. Spy Family, it'll more than likely be for the upcoming season of the anime and the movie, previews, trailers, all of that good stuff for Spy Family. Kaiju number 8, it'll more than likely be another very big trailer for the anime, showcasing what's about to go down. That's going to be very exciting because Kaiju number 8 might be one of the next ones up. Chainsaw Man will be also more than likely about the upcoming season of the anime and the movie that I'm imagining is going to be, I'm guessing they're going to have the movie be the finale of Chainsaw Man Part 1. That's what I'm guessing they're going to do. But yeah, so there's probably going to be some pretty exciting stuff. Again, I say My Hero is going to be exciting with new stuff. Spy Family, Kaiju number 8, and Chainsaw Man. One Piece, it'll be like, live action stuff. Jujutsu Kaisen will be just recap. Haikyuu will be the movie. So yeah, a lot of it more the Jump Plus stuff will be exciting stuff. Prince of Tennis, I'm not familiar with it. There'll be something for Prince of Tennis. I don't know. Blue Exorcist, I remember them announcing some new type of anime project that was coming, so it'll probably be something about that. Maybe a teaser, not a full-length trailer, maybe a teaser or an image, maybe a little more insight into it. And Rurouni Kenshin will probably just be like recaps and maybe tellings of the future of the new anime that they got going right now. There's some more blue stages. There's blue super stages for Blue Box, The Elusive Samurai, Undead Unluck, Mission Yozakura Family, Bleach, Gintama, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Dr. Stone, Mashle, Chain Soldier, Hokkaido Gal. Okay, I'll read them. Hokkaido Gals, Torture Princess, Ran Komonohashi, Deranged Detective, Don the Don, Jigoku Raku, and World Trigger. And just brief speculation for all of them. Blue Box, maybe anime at this point. It's pretty successful. Likewise with Elusive Samurai, although I'm not having too high expectations for the anime because the manga never really jumped off. Undead Unluck, probably just more trailers of the anime that'll already be out by then. Yeah, October's the release date, so it'll probably just be either something looking into the future of the anime, something along the lines of that. Mission Yozakura Family, maybe a trailer for the actual anime. Bleach, more talks of the previous season of the 1,000-Year Blood War, and a look into what's to come for the 1,000-Year Blood War anime. Gintama will be an announcement of whatever that anime project that they're teasing to come. Kimetsu no Yaiba, probably be about the Hashirira training arc, and potentially the announcement of that rumored trilogy movie set for the Infinity Castle. Looking forward for that. Dr. Stone, probably more on the remainder of the anime. And Mashle will be on core 2 of the anime because they already announced that. I don't know nothing about Chain Soldier, Hokkaido Gals, or Torture Princess. Ran Komonohashi, The Range Detective. I think the anime will be out by then, so probably just a look into that and to promote the anime. Don to Don, I'm expecting big news for the first trailer for the anime at that point. Don to Don might be up next. Jigoku Raku, maybe next season of Hell's Paradise. And World Trigger, maybe Toei's going to come with another season of World Trigger. World Trigger has a very big and dedicated fandom. And then there's going to be some Green Jump Studios. Sakamoto Days will probably just be the announcement. Hey, anime is happening. Nothing more than that other than anime happening. And maybe like some, manga sketches and stuff like that. Me and Roboko will be for the movie for that. Akane Banashi, I don't think it'll be for the anime yet. I think it's still early for Akane Banashi. Don't quote me on that. It might be still too early for Akane Banashi, but Akane Banashi is a big hit, so probably be more like a merch drop for Akane Banashi. And then there's Bokuyaku Battery, don't know, 2.5D Seduction, Magiliumer Co. Ltd, Red Cat Ramen, Oshinoko, out of all those, that's the only one I'm familiar with, and more than likely that'll be just like, hey, yo, that anime is going to continue, because that shit is mad popular. Moriarty, The Patriot, and Dark Gathering. I've heard of Moriarty, but maybe another season of the anime, so a lot of really cool stuff to look forward to from Jump Festa for some of the smaller titles and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess it's gotta wait and see what actually comes from it, but I'm excited. Moving forward, PlayStation Plus service raises prices for annual subscription tiers on September 6th, which reminds me, maybe I should cancel because I really don't play online at all. Sony Interactive Entertainment announced on Wednesday that it is increasing the annual subscription price of its PlayStation Plus online gaming subscription service across all regions beginning September 6th. Current annual subscriptions will not see the new price until their next renewal date after November 6th. The new 12-month subscription prices are as follows. For PlayStation Plus Essential 12-month subscription, it'll be $80 up from, it'll be up from $60 to $80, and that's USD. For the PlayStation Plus Extra 12-month subscription, it'll be $134.99 up from $99. What? Oh, hell no, bro. We is not gaming online no more. And then the premium 12-month subscription will be $160 up from $120. They are out of their minds. That is a outrageous jump. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. PlayStation Plus is required for many online multiplayer games, and the service also offers several free games each month. PlayStation Plus Essential gives subscribers access to online multiplayer games, 2 free games a month, and cloud storage for saves. The extra tier has everything from Essential, but also includes access to a back catalog of PS4 and PS5 games. The premium tier has everything. Yeah, that's cool and all, but I am not paying $80 to play online. I'm not paying $135. I'm not paying none of this, bro. I'm done. Sorry, offline platformers or something for me. I'm not. This is ridiculous. Moving forward, Dragon Ball anime rights reportedly in limbo amid Shueisha shakeup. What's this one about? Dragon Ball isn't one for drama, but every franchise has its ups and downs. Since its creation, the series has been a hot seller, and its legendary status has made the IP all the more profitable. From the Dragon Ball anime to its manga and various games, the brand dips into just about everything. But if a new report is true, the anime rights may be in limbo following a shakeup at Shueisha. So let's break down the whole situation. The news comes straight from Japan, courtesy of Bunshun Online and Dragon Ball fans such as Herms98. Herms98 is credible when it comes to Dragon Ball news. He's been doing it for many, many years, so he's credible. We're quick to break down the report. It turns out Akio Ioku, a major figure behind the Dragon Ball anime, has stepped down from their role in the Dragon Ball Room at Shueisha. For those who don't know, the Dragon Room was created a few years back, and it functions as a think tank for Dragon Ball. Ioku was the head of the group, but he has now left Shueisha to form his own company called Capsule Corporation Tokyo. As the reports detail, Ioku wants Shueisha to carry on with its manga rights for Dragon Ball, but he argues Capsule Corporation Tokyo should take on other media like the anime, games, and more. As you can imagine, Shueisha isn't all that eager to get rid of Dragon Ball's extra rights. The company makes bank off Goku's popularity after all. Bunshun Online says Shueisha is reluctant to part with any Dragon Ball rights, and there are negotiations ongoing between the companies. At this time, the only thing Shueisha will confirm is Ioku's leave from the company, so we know that much. You are wondering what Akira Toriyama thinks about the debacle. The creator of Dragon Ball is gagged on the topic. He admitted he could only comment on on the situation through Shueisha, so the creator can keep their feelings on the matter private. However, Toriyama did say Ioku's new business venture had nothing to do with him, and Ioku named the company on his own. Given the company's name comes from Dragon Ball, it seems Ioku was keen on handling Dragon Ball affairs, but Shueisha would be hard-pressed to ditch Goku without a fight. And I'm gonna be honest, I get it that this Ioku dude has been hardcore in the Dragon Room and all that stuff, but they're not gonna allow homie to just walk away with all these rights to do these things. Like, yeah, he got another thing coming. Those lawyers are going to attack like monsters. So we will see, but there's a possibility that if there's any Dragon Ball projects in development at this time, they're probably going to be put on ice for a while because this is going to get ugly. And while we're talking about Dragon Ball wraps Future Trunks' reunion with Future Gohan. Dragon Ball fans are getting the thrill of seeing the iconic Dragon Ball Z characters Future Trunks and Future Gohan get another moment in the spotlight. Future Trunks has one of the more convoluted character arcs of any Dragon Ball character, being from a potential future of the Dragon Ball universe, puts an asterisk over Future Trunks' entire backstory between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. There have been two Future Trunks characters from two different futures, one where Dr. Gero's androids ran amok and slaughtered the Z fighters, and one where former Kai Zamas became Goku Black and laid waste to multiple worlds and timelines. In both versions of Future Trunks, it tends to be a major canon event that an older version of Gohan was his mentor. In the original DBZ Android Saga, Future Gohan ended up being one of the last men standing among the Z fighters, losing one arm and gaining some serious facial scars in his battles. Ever since some minor flashback sequences in DBZ, Future Gohan has had a fan club, hoping we get to see a bigger role from his hard-edged version of Gohan. So far, the closest we've come is seeing Gohan level up in the recent Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. The Dragon Ball Superheroes promo anime just finished its Supreme Kai of Time arc, a much bigger twist on Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power arc. A former Supreme Kai of Time, Eos, and the current holder of the job, Chronoa, came into conflict and chose the resolution of a tournament of fighters gathered from across the Dragon Ball multiverse. Naturally, the framework of Dragon Ball Superheroes' latest arc has allowed for some of the wildest fights of the series I've ever seen, and that's really saying something. The particular arc took the fan service battle matchup so far that at one point it was Goku's father figure, Grandpa Gohan, versus his mentor, Master Roshi. That's how, wow, that's crazy. The Supreme Kai of Time arc has also settled one of his biggest debates over the Dragon Ball franchise, namely which is stronger, Ultra Instinct versus Super Saiyan 4. Turns out that Dragon Ball Super's Goku and his Ultra Instinct was able to best Dino Goku in his Super Saiyan 4 form, suggesting that the focus edge of UI is greater than the harness fury of a Saiyan Great Ape combined with the limit break of a Super Saiyan. And yeah, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is always, throwing a curveball of you never know what you're going to see on there. Moving forward, Demon Slayer's third season announces a Netflix release. Demon Slayer's third season saw Tanjiro, Nezuko, and several other members of the Demon Slayer Corps attempting to face down two of the strongest lieutenants in the employ of the Demon Lord Muzan. The Swordsmith Village arc might have left the likes of Inosuke and Zenitsu on the sidelines, but it walked away as one of the most action-packed anime seasons of 2023. Now, following its initial release, Demon Slayer Season 3 has announced it will be arriving on Netflix later this year. Demon Slayer Season 3 is set to arrive on Netflix next month, September 28th. Since its initial arrival, Demon Slayer's anime has been topping the charts on streaming services around the world, as the story of Tanjiro has struck a chord amongst the anime fan community. Thanks to its popularity, it should come as no surprise that a fourth season of the anime from Ufotable has been confirmed. But yes, the Swordsmith Village arc is coming to Netflix on September 28th. Look forward to it. Pokemon live action drama announced. It looks like Pokemon is moving ahead with a big new project. While the company finishes up its first round of DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet behind the scenes, new reports have Pokemon fans looking to the television. After all, TV Tokyo confirmed it has a Pokemon live-action drama in the works, and it will debut this October. According to new reports, the live-action drama is considered to be a first of its kind. The show, which will be called Fill Your Pockets with Adventure, is set to debut October 19th. It is being touted as a Pokemon human drama, as the main character is a human who tackles the challenges of adulthood with Pokemon on hand. So if you want a brief rundown of the drama story, keep on reading. The new Pokemon series will tell the story of Madoka Agaki, a recent college graduate who quits her job in a port town to move to the bustling city of Tokyo. It is there Madoka joins an advertising agency focused on adventure. As she begins working, Madoka finds herself disillusioned by life in the city, but things take a turn when her mom sends a care package. The box contains Madoka's old Game Boy with Pokemon Red included, and our heroine soon discovers some important life lessons from the hit game. As for the show's case, we know Madoka will be played by a familiar face. Nanase Nishino will bring the heroine to life. The J-pop fans will know the girl as a former member of Nogizaka 46. I was surprised to receive this offer just days after I told a friend that I'd like to work on something related to Pokemon someday. I'm very happy because I'm a fan of the generation that grew up with Pokemon, having played most of the series from the first to the latest. As the title suggests, the theme of the game is adventure, so you'll be able to watch Madoka and her friends evolve over the course of their adventures. If you played Pokemon before, you'll enjoy this show because it's peppered with little tidbits that will make you think, this is nostalgic. I think you will enjoy these little tidbits that are scattered throughout. And I don't know, that doesn't sound the most appealing. Like, hey, I got a Game Boy of Pokemon Red. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is kind of relatable now I think about it. I just recently got an emulator and I've been playing Pokemon Yellow. I don't know. Okay, people, let's tone it down with the weekly Shonen Jump author comments of this week. No weekly Shonen Magazine ones. Not a shocker. Starting off with Kill Blue by Tadatoshi Fujimaki. I don't really feel worthy, but I'm so happy to get cover and color pages. Thanks to all of you. I'll keep striving to improve. Niue's Exorcist Kota Kawaii. I had grilled shiitake with salt and lime juice. It was wonderful. Give it a try. Cypher Academy's Yuji Iwasaki. I take an hour-long walk every day while using the Tadataka Ino step counter app. Apparently, it will take me over 10 years to walk from one end of Japan to the other. Mission Yozakura family's Hitsuji Gandaira. Just thinking about how I'm going to get to see Haikyuu do a lot of cool things from now on is entertaining in and of itself. My Hero Academia's Kohei Horikoshi. It should have been Tsukuyomi instead of Dark Shadow. I'm so sorry, Tokoyami and All Might. It should have been Tsukuyomi instead of Dark Shadow. Gotcha. Blue Box by Koji Miura. I went to the Serialization Celebration Party. Thanks to all the manga artists who talked with me. Hey, you're a pretty successful series. You know, congrats. Sakamoto Days, Yuto Suzuki. Congratulations, Tabata Sensei. I'm looking forward to the winter issue of Jump Giga. Somebody showing love to our guy Tabata. That, I ain't gonna lie, that caught me off guard. Shout outs to Yuto Suzuki. I don't know, got me emotional for a moment. Like, somebody showing love to the god. Shout outs to Tabata. Witch Watch, Kenta Shinohara. I went to the Serialization Party for the first time in forever. It was so fun to talk to all my fellow manga artists. Gege Akutami Jujutsu Kaisen. Apparently there's no such thing as Japanese phrase Ma wo subusu, to crush space. Sumeru, to stuff something, does exist though. Akane Banashi Takamasa Moe. I went home for the first time in a while and my dad had turned my old room into his gaming room. Dad gotta live too, you know what I'm saying? Elusive Samurai Yusei Matsui. If you work with a pen, you get a callus on your middle finger. If you work digitally, you get it on your pinky. I wish I could tell Sherlock Holmes. Martial Master Asumi by Kawada. I've been creating this series fully digital. It's really convenient and I don't think I can go back to pen and ink. Pen and ink, you know, still dope. Undead Unluck Yoshifumi Tezuka. I went to the Serialization Party. Keep it a secret that I forgot to buy a belt and was holding my pants up with a cord from a plastic bag. My guy. Don't worry, I hold my pants up with my freaking hands sometimes when I forget my belt. I'll be there like, yo, I have my hands in my pockets holding the insides of my pants up. Like, it'd be wild. Me and Roboko Shuhei Miyazaki. I participated in the Serialization Celebration Party. I was so happy to meet many of the manga artists for the first time. I'm just a fan. Okay. The Ichinose family Deadly Sins. Did everyone have a great summer vacation? Please enjoy chapter 39. Tenmaku Cinema Shun Saiki. I was so happy to get to see the fireworks at the Jingu fireworks show, but then I got COVID. Thank goodness there was a week off. Jeez, I hope you're better. Fabric in 100, Daisuke Enoshima. Volume 3 is scheduled to go on sale in Japan 9/4. It also includes a one-shot. Please go check it out. Do Retry, Jun Kirarazaka. The Sakurazaka game is popular at my studio. I like Hono-chan, so cute. And last but not least, Ice Head Gills, Ikuo Hachia. My friend sent me meat and cleaning supplies to celebrate my serialization. Thank you so much. And like I said before, it's not good that they're at the bottom. This might mean that the next canceled series will be Ice Head Gill. I don't know though. We'll see. And yeah, those were the weekly Shonen Jump author comments. Always a treat. But let's close this bad boy off with the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy of Jose_Ke. We start off with 50 through 41. Let's see here. Oshinoko Volume 3, 11.1, 670k total. Not bad, not bad. Oshinoko Volume 4, 11.6, 689k total. A lot of Oshinoko still on this list. Legend of the Galactic Heroes Volume 27 in 3 days, 11.6. That's a classic manga. Or a classic, I think it was an anime first, right? Forgive me if I'm off on that. Oshinoko Volume 10, 2, 9, all doing about 11.9 to 12.1k a piece. Places 40 through 31. Oshinoko, gosh, Lee, what the hell? Volumes 11, 8, and 7 of Oshinoko, all doing again 12.1 to 12.4. good on Oshinoko, I guess. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 21, 12.6, doing 1.6 total thus far. Amazing numbers, man. Jujutsu Kaisen bringing in the big bucks for Jump. Oshinoko Volume 6, 12.7, bringing his total to 607k. Made in Abyss, Volume 12, in 21 days, 129k. Good on them. Volume 5 of Oshinoko, 13.2. It's starting to go down, so maybe the hype is starting to die down from the anime. Like, the sales are, they're still charting, don't get me wrong, but maybe it's starting to slowly go down. Not that I want it to, but it's notable. Mao by Rumiko Takahashi, creator of Inuyasha, Ranma 1/2, and all those classics. 3 days, 13.6k. Oshinoko Volume 1, 13.9 this week, bringing in total 820k. Blue Lock, latest volume, 25, 14.5, bringing his total to 330,000. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Blue Box, Volume 11, in 17 days, 97k. So in a little over 2 weeks, almost 100k. Good numbers, good numbers. They need that anime soon, very soon. Our Black Butler, Volume 33, in 25 days, 54k, with 16.6 this week. Then we got 20 through 11. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 22, 16.9 this week, bringing his total to 1.498, aka 1.5. Good stuff. Let's see here. Keep going. Kingdom Volume 69, 20k this week, bringing his total to 533k. Oshinoko Volume 12. God damn, man. Oshinoko. 400k total with 22.5 this run. Dragon Ball Super 21 in 17 days, 140k. I ain't gonna lie, definitely a notable dip. Back in the Bardock volumes, it was doing about $1 something, $120, $140 in about a week. So definitely a notable dip, and it's to be expected considering the contents. Like, this is a prequel thing of Trunks and Goten daily life stuff to the Dragon Ball superhero movie. So yeah. Then we got top 10. Number 9, One Piece 106, 28.3 this week, bringing his total to 1.56. Four Nights of the Apocalypse, Volume 13, 4 days, 29k. Is that, what's her name? No, that's probably a newer character, but it kind of looks like, is it Merlin? No, not Merlin. Is it Merlin? I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember, from the 7 Deadly Sins. At number 5, Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 23, 38.7 this week, bringing his total to 1.218. Not bad, not bad. Drifters Volume 7, after debuting number 1 last week, in 11 days now, doing 44.9 this week, bringing his total to 195. Shout out to Drifters. Kaiju number 8, Volume 10, in 17 days, almost 300k with 51.6 this week. Dope cover there. Chainsaw Man Volume 15, in 17 days, 315k with 55.8. This volume, Chainsaw Man, is doing numbers. And then at number 1, the first volume debut of JoJo's Part 9, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, JoJo Lands, in 3 days did 93.9. So in a full week, it would have done well over 100k. That's great. They should do bonus, or collectors. What is it? Deluxe volumes. They should do that for JoJo's. I think JoJo's fans would turn up for it. But yeah, that's great. And awesome stuff. That was the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy of Jose_K. It was a pretty interesting one. That number 1 of JoJo's was dope to see. But that's all I have for this one. I'm Fornev, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of FORNEVERNEWS. Don't forget to check out The Rise of Tim Roosevelt on all streaming platforms. Top link right here in the comments. Top link everywhere you go. The Rise of Tim Roosevelt. Thank you very much. Stay blessed and have an awesome day.
This is for my day one. This is for my day one.
I would like to thank each and every person that has taken time to listen and provide feedback for my new album that is out right now, The Rise of Tim Roosevelt. You can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, pretty much anywhere you get your music. You can listen to it. Link in the description below so you could go check it out for yourself. Thank you so much, and let's keep on rocking out,